I guess
Okay.
we're up.
What's that?
I guess we're up. I think they're going to do that kind of ceremony here. So.
Oh, National Guard's got the girls unfurling it. Okay. There we go.
Turn the ambient sound up for this.
Seth, yeah, he hasn't said anything yet. He's announcing.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MDU Resources Community Bowl for tonight's soccer matchup between the Bismarck Demons and your Century Patriots. Century and Bismarck High would like to thank all past and current service members for their dedication and commitment to our country. At this time, everybody please rise, remove all headgear as CHS Junior Carter Dolan sings our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
What's your last name?
And now for your starting
Ho
lineups.
Wagner.
What's that?
First
Oh,
of all,
Wagner.
let's go
Okay.
about the Bismarck Demons. Number 2, Ilse Newmiller. Number 4, Nicole Drew. Number 5, Sarah Andrews. Number 7, Kennedy Hagnes. Number 9, Erica Martin. Number 11, Madison Berger. Number 12, Madison Burgard. Number 13, Grace Piersco. Number 17, Mackenzie Kiefer. Number 21, Brenna Berg. And in goal for the Demons, number 1, Sarah Bachmeyer. The Bismarck Demons are coached by Carly Filer. Now for your home team on the scoreboard, the Century Patriots. Number 2, Kennedy Bain.
What's the score gonna be? What are we guessing?
Number 3, Lily Overgaywich.
4-1.
Number 4, Kylie Welch.
3-0.
Number 5, Tara Welch.
Oh, I think
Number
they'll get
7,
one.
Karen Niemeyer. Number 8, Allie Dollinger. Number 11, Rachel Blatt. Number 12, Taylor Weeks. Number 17, Tiffany Olhauser. Number 18, Joanna Jensen. And in goal for the Patriots, number 1, Amanda Lynes. Century is coached by Nate Holmes. Officials for tonight's game, Ron Laney, Dennis Coons, and Kevin Browning.
Okay, Mr. Ripley, I guess it's down to us.
Okay.
Just for the,
Are we live and going?
I think we were already.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay.
So,
Oh, we
we
can
should
edit it
probably
out.
announce ourselves. This is Paul Stubbs. Alongside me is...
Dave Ripley, and our cameraman is?
Wide Hoegner.
Wow. And we had the honour of watching Century, well I did anyway, get to see Century play just over a week ago against St Mary's. I guess I'll have to say that I was pretty impressed with what I saw from Century. I haven't seen Bismarck High play yet this year. Have you seen them play?
I have not. I watched a few minutes of one of their games when I got back from Texas, and that's all I've seen of BHS.
Okay, so this will be interesting confrontation here. Obviously Century coming in with a better record. I believe, let's see, Century is what, 7-0-0 in WDA, and Demons are 4-3-0.
That is correct, and the Demons are 5-4-0 overall, and Century is 10-0 with one draw with Chandler just recently.
Okay. And it looks like we're going to have work cut out for us tonight as everybody's in camouflage, trying to disappear. It's military night. We're very honoured to be here for that. But so you'll have to excuse us if we miss a few numbers. They are kind of tricky to see, and we are off.
We're off and going, and for the BHS Demons, we've got Mackenzie Kiefer up top. In the middle, we've got Sarah Andrews, Madison Ferderer, Grace Persico, Nicole Drew, and Erica Martin. And the four in the back, Kennedy Hackness, Brenna Berg, Ilse Neumiller, and Maddie Bergard. In goal, Sarah Bachmeyer. For Century up top, Tara Welch, Joanna Jensen, Lily Obergewich. In the middle for Century, Kylie Welch, Allie Dollinger, and Taryn Niemeyer. In the back, Taylor Weeks, Tiffany Olhauser, Rachel Glott, and Kennedy Bain. And in goal, Amanda Lights.
Okay, and we saw the first attack there from Century and one of their famous flip throws coming in a little bit short. Bismarck was able to snuff out that attack, and Century are back on the ball now. Some nice moves in the midfield, out to the wing again. Building, nice patience, takes on the defender, cuts inside, and a drop.
Another
Shot away and nicely blocked by Demons there. Follow up long range shot. Now that's interesting, Ripley. The goalkeeper there, fairly easy shot to save, but looking into a pretty strong sun tonight. Do you think that's going to be a problem for them?
it could be, and I don't blame the defender. I think that was Taylor Weeks taking that shot. And it may be an opportunity. A bit higher, put that ball into the sun. Could be hard for the keeper to maintain control.
Oh, what a lovely move around the defender. Oh, she just took it out of bounds. And that was interesting because Bismarck was trying to play out of defence there and got their pocket picked. That's where Century's attack came from. I think they're going to have their heads on a swivel tonight with this Century front line. They always seem to be very opportunistic.
And I believe that was Lily Obergewich who put him under pressure there. Mm-hmm. And she's one to watch because she's able to break a defender down pretty well. One of the better girl soccer players to be able to break a defender down and eliminate one defender in the back.
Yeah.
Our officials for this match, we have Kevin Browning doing the middle, and we've got Ron Laney and Dennis Kunz are the linesmen for this match.
And a fine job they've done up to this point, I would say, Rick.
Yes, nary an error.
Bismarck, defence being put under pressure, and I like to see that. When in doubt,
Clear.
clear it out. Everybody knows that one.
That actually, the last game that we called, that got a couple of defenders in trouble. They tried to control it and
Yep.
needed to clear it.
Lost possession, you're right.
Led to a goal, led to a goal opportunity.
So Niemeyer here again.
With the flip throw in.
A little bit short again, but these are very effective to get into that area where you can get a good strike away, but this time out of bounds.
We have a sunny evening. We've got some pretty nice temperatures. There are even some fans in short sleeves, which is a real rarity here in North Dakota and Bismarck.
Well, we're in short sleeves though, Rick.
Well, yes, but we're surrounded by glass and a warm enclosure.
That's true. In actual fact, I have 2 pairs of socks on tonight.
Oh my, who thought we'd be chilled out?
Yeah.
But some of the fans are pretty comfortable in their shorts out in the stands, and the breeze is, again, exceptionally moderate.
Negligible, I would say.
Yes, for North Dakota standards,
Yeah.
you would call it still.
Yeah. So, a probing ball forward there, but nobody up to receive that, so it should be comfortable for the keeper. See, in goal we have Sarah Backmeyer, I believe, in the Demons goal.
We do.
She comes across field looking for a receiver. See what kind of length she gets. Nice punt, well over the halfway line. Needs some control here. Century knocks it down and they find their midfielder. And a nice drop pass, always like to see that. Patient build up, but just a little strong and out of bounds. Building again. And this was a feature I noticed from the last game, Rip, was the Century really likes to build down the wings, don't they? They use
They do.
their width very, very well.
Yeah, they'll use both wings. They use the right wing more, and that's with reason, because Lily Obergewitz, as we had stated earlier, is pretty good about breaking down a defender out wide.
Why do you like to see teams using the width? What do you think is the most effective thing about using wing players? We would call it?
Having your defenders far apart.
So you're spreading out your opponent, and therefore, if you get the ball across, you've got a little more room to work with it. Pretty good tussle in the midfield there. Right now, Century seems to be getting the best of the exchanges. In fact, we've barely seen it in the Bismarck attacking half yet.
Yeah, Bismarck is putting on some pressure, but Century has had the patience to take it to the back line and reestablish control.
Bit of a shove there. Got away with that one, I think. Thought I saw the elbow come up. Oh, another fairly hefty charge in the back there, but the referee appears to be letting them play tonight. Let's see if Bismarck can build from this. Cuts inside, didn't really see a receiver there, I don't think.
Now who was that? What number is that?
Number 4 for Bismarck High?
Yeah, 4. She was looking for Nicole Drew was looking for somebody to go to, and her teammates were not opening themselves up so that she could go to them.
Right.
So in the end, she had to try and do a turn that didn't work.
Nice strong header there from her though. And they gain possession in the midfield. That Century gets the turnover, but it's back to Bismarck High again. A lot of room outside there. Oh, she's exploited it well. We should be able to get the cross in. She's got a couple of players coming in. Useful ball, but keeper calls for it. I even heard that from up here. Always like to hear a nice strong call from the keeper.
And that was far side. I'm thinking that was Sarah Andrews, but I can't get a pick on her number.
Century tried to play a 1-2 there, didn't quite make the...
That was
second
Sarah
stage.
Andrews who got the ball back
Yeah,
and
nicely.
took that first shot.
Now there's some space, but a little overstruck that pass, but I think she's going to gain possession again. Nope, Bismarck High keeps it. Couldn't quite control. Ooh, strong block there. That looked like it was pretty painful.
Looked like it took the air out of her.
Yeah, but she's back in it again. Long ball, nobody there really to go into it.
The services are reaching past their front line currently.
For Century?
Yes.
Yeah. Little breeze picking up a little bit from the, let's see, he's coming
East.
from the east a little bit.
Yeah, it looks slight northeast.
See if we can see that wing play again. Yes, she beats her player. She's looking around. She's got a receiver open. Oh, but plays it behind. I think Bismarck High is going to be able to bring this out. But a turnover again. Couldn't quite make that connection, but they win it back. Kylie Welch again. Bit of a speculative shot there, do you think, Webb?
I think so, but the last game that we called, Kylie Welch had a hat trick.
Look at the length of those shadows. That's quite something, isn't it? The sun is really coming down low now. It could be a problem for that keeper.
Oh, I think so. I would not want to be in that goal at this time.
Got Rachel Glatt there trying to bring the ball down. Got Bismarck High now is on the attack. Defender steps in front, wins possession and pops it out of bounds. Good safe play there from, is that number 17?
That's Tiffany Olhauser.
Gives them a chance, gives them some time to rebuild again.
A good cover for Rachel Glatt on that. We've got a throw in.
Some pretty strong challenges going in there.
Wow.
Referee has a whistle in his mouth.
I wondered how, because it was bang, bang, and bang again. And we did get a call. First, I believe, first foul call of the game.
Free kick from Glatt.
Very good, right to
Through
Joanna
ball. Think she'll
Jensen.
track this down now.
Tara Welch will
Good
get there.
pace. Pull it
She'll
back
get
maybe.
the-
Oh, and a
oh.
slip. That's unusual on this surface. Defender racing out. Tries to make the connection, but it's picked off. It's going to be another challenge here. That looked like a shove, Rip. I don't know.
There have been there are several. At this point, we're early in the game. We're 10 minutes in, under 30 left, and we've had several strong challenges already.
There are opportunities for Bismarck there, and the pass was nice on the ground, something controllable, but just couldn't quite find that receiver. But Bismarck looks like they're settling a little bit, but these high balls are really hard to get under control, and you're really not doing your receiver any favours with that type of a pass. So let's see if they can build now, a little bit more structured. That's a good connection, and a drop. But nobody is that deep, and it's a wasted ball. So far, what have we seen? A couple of speculative shots from Century. Bismarck really not making connections on their passes, but they seem to be settling down to me. What do you think, man?
I do, but I still think there are too many long driven balls forward.
Mm-hmm.
They're not, either team doesn't quite have the patience yet.
Right.
I would imagine with Bismarck High, Century High match that the emotions and feelings are pretty high.
Have you ever been involved in a Bismarck High, Century High match yourself, Rep?
Yeah, over 10 years of them.
Oh, there could be a chance there, but wasn't able to take advantage of that. See hands going up, shielding from the sun, but they could have had an effect on the reception of that. Oh, a good strong header and a follow-up. Will she find a pass? 21.
That's Kylie Welch.
Is that
What's that?
21? The defender, Brenna Berg, was able to
Yes.
break that attack down. Okay, let's see if we can build. We've got a nice open receiver on the right, but that long through ball again.
A better
Oh,
pace
that's-
on that one.
yeah.
She had an attacker that could in fact get to that.
Got a pocket pick there.
Tara Welch stepped in, took it away from Grace Persico.
Okay, has some room in the middle here. She's looking around, but yeah, couldn't make the connection. Probably too much time there.
Well, that's another good service right there, right where
Is
it
that from
needed to
Jensen?
be. That was from Jensen to Tara Welch. Good touch. Through ball to nobody.
And sometimes you want to make a pass to space, right? And it's we say a speculative pass.
As long as you have a player in position to run onto it.
Right. Okay, that's, for me right now, that's where Bismarck High is just not getting it together. That little bit of time taken to find the receiver instead of being anxious to get rid of the ball seems to be the difference right now for me. Nice little flick back. You keep possession. No, Sentry steps in, puts her foot on the ball, gains control.
Looking it over,
Yeah.
nice pass.
Nicely weighted pass. Takes on the defender. Could be set up for a shot. Nicely
It
done.
was, very good shot.
Is that wasn't Obligavich, was it?
No, that was Kylie again.
Welsh. But that was some good decisions made there. Some build up in the midfield, a couple of nice passes into position, and then your striker taking on one move with the defender and getting the shot away. Looks like we might have a sub coming in here, Rip.
And
Sentry sub, I believe, coming in. Bismarck building. There's a nice pass and a drop. Couldn't keep control. And midfield steps in. Jensen's on the ball, drops it out to Welch. Welch makes a cross court. Obligavich is on it. She's got space. Defender cuts in, makes contact. Critical tackle by the defender. Nicely done. And apparently played it off of the attacker, so it ends up
I think
being a
that
goal kick.
was that Kennedy Hagnes that did that because her defenders allowed Overgawich to have a lead on her. And she caught back up to it. She did a good job of getting back into that play
Might
and
have been
stuff.
Burgard in the back there.
Was that Burgard?
Same gal that takes the goal kicks, I think. Okay, there's another nice ball. There's a good run coming from the left. That could be a little strong. Keeper's going to need to come out. Comes out strongly. Thought he made a good call. Nice distance on the punt. The Sentry wins the header, knocks it back to the central defender. And it could be trouble to get control of this. Defender, ooh, that was a dangerous touch. And Sentry are given the opportunity to build. They play a 1-2. Obligawich on the ball again. She's looking for some help. Help is a bit slow arriving. She plays it off for a corner.
But I still think that there was some pretty good defense on the part of Maddie Burgard.
Yep. Yeah, staying with the player, forcing her to keep her eyes down on the ball. As soon as you do that, force the player with the ball
Well,
to
we've
get her
got the
eyes down.
substitution, and the sub coming in is taking the kick, and who went off?
Lily went off, Alexa came on.
Okay.
Played back out. Blocked cross. Firth Bowen. Good brave defending there. Is that Burgard again? 12 is, yep, Burgard. Keeping her busy over there. I think she's going to know she's been in the game by the end of this game. Here we have the flip throw coming in. See if she get a little bit more length on this one.
She
It's
did.
much more effective.
She did.
It's almost allowed to drop, but Bismarck gets it coming out. Ooh, and a miss hit. Nowhere to go. And yes,
Offside.
quite a ways offside down there. So did we figure out the substitutions there?
We did, thanks to our cameraman,
He's pretty good. He must have.
Wyatt Hollwegner had us on, and it's Alexa Pagan coming in for Lily Overgawich.
Okay, so a different look on that right side. Lily certainly put in a good shift there. Nice strong challenge for the ball.
Good patience by Kylie Welch.
Yeah.
Found another opportunity, stuffed by BHS.
Versico looks for the through ball, but it's cut off. 17. Tiffany Olhauser in the middle of the defense there, snuffed out that attack. And Sentry can build again. Touch inside, looking for maybe a 1-2 if she can get it. She's got a long diagonal ball. Oh, that's a beauty.
Oh.
Real long. I love that setup though, when you've got that diagonal ball for a receiver running in from the opposite wing. That's the kind of ball that you can pretty much get on every time.
The activity in the part of Kylie Wells right now is really good. She is stuffing things and returning that ball into some pretty good positions. Again, she's on the ball, looking it over, a little too strong out to
Yeah.
her wing.
That'd be a good ball for that cameraman over there, I think. See the center
We have
official?
another sub coming in.
Okay.
Again, with this camouflage,
I think it's number 10, isn't it?
That's going to be
Katie Schumacher?
Schumacher.
There's another one coming over. Number
Is that Lily coming back in?
3, yeah.
Yeah, that's Lily coming back in.
And we have 8 going off. And
Who's the other one going on?
5.
8 and 5 going off. 3 and 10 coming in.
So that was a short out there for Obligavich. Do you think that might have been a strategy call by the coach there? Just want to get a few words with her, perhaps?
Maybe she had a little niggling injury that she had to
That's
take
a
care
great
of.
throw.
That is a really great throw. Leads to a corner kick.
Now I saw in the last game I watched Century play, their corner kicks were outstanding. Really good range on them, right at the edge of the 6, that kind of tempts the goalkeeper to come, whether to come or not, but having good receivers in good positions.
There's a real
as well.
crowd in front of that goal mouth.
Yeah. Oh, it squirts through. Bismarck gets the first touch. Back out to the wing, we can build again.
Did you note how Lily did a really good job of staying on side after
Yeah,
that?
coming back from the last
She
defender.
came back for the ball.
Looked like the Century player got kind of run over there, but no call made. I think it was probably accidental.
Throw in for Century.
So Kennedy Bain is over there doing
That's
the
Kenny
throws?
Bain doing the throw-ins on the far side.
She normally playing that defensive role with?
Yep, she's usually the right defender.
Nice drop.
Good touch, get that out of trouble.
And they're going back towards their own goal, but under control. That's a great thing to do. Gives them time to set up, get their shape back.
And again, they look for Kylie, and she comes through for them. Look at
A
that
little
delivery,
diagonal.
right at her feet.
Going to be a shot here, maybe.
No, she touched it out too far.
Yeah, but that was good anticipation by number 7 for Bismarck. That's
Oh, that was a nice.
Kennedy Hagnes.
If her teammate had been ready for that, that would have been particularly sweet.
Really? I was looking back at the other end of the field, but that was a good through ball, huh?
Well, it wasn't a through ball. She received it with her back to the goal and flicked it over her head.
Oh, nice. Okay, it'd be nice to win a corner off of this, maybe.
Just
Just
throw
throw
it.
it. So we've got Kennedy Hagnes again with the throw-in. Defenders all, the receivers all pretty static. We're going to get another throw. Really not making a lot of receiving runs, are they? They're pretty much stationary, easy to mark.
Yes.
And the referee is called, must have been a handball.
I
or
think it
something.
was a handball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was pretty close to that, so he probably made a pretty good call. So that indirect free kick comes out down the centre of the field. Bismarck wins possession back. There's that long bouncing ball again. Defender races back, goalkeeper should call this and gets it cleanly.
Throw in for Bismarck. Don't think that's where she wanted to go.
No, it looks like Madison Burgard's going to be coming in with the throw here.
I think we may be seeing our first Bismarck High sub.
I'll see if I can get that number for you.
Look, is that a 9?
No.
She's getting instructions from the coach now.
I think it's 20.
That would be Cambry Evanson if that's 20.
Still haven't seen enough of the number.
Oh, nice touch, beat a defender. She's got a teammate wide open.
Okay, we've got numbers up here now. Little drop. I'm going to reset, and there's nothing wrong with that. Coming back into the midfield. Probably come
Now
back
the
on time.
opportunity was closed down and they've got the patience to restart it.
Yeah. As long as you've got good safe receivers, this is a brilliant tactic. I love to see this. Confidence, good passing.
And they're working Mackenzie Kiefer pretty hard. She's trying to put pressure on those defenders.
Is that Schumacher trying to go through on her own?
Yeah.
Worth a try.
Shot by Kylie.
Took a deflection, I think, took the sting out of it. Let me see if I can get those numbers for you for the subs.
Oh, there's more than one.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're carefully covering up their numbers while they wait, just to make our job a lot easier. 20, I think it almost certainly is 20 for Bismarck High, and it could be 8 for Century. Or 18.
Let me see. That would be Allie Dollinger if it is. No,
It's
I
not
don't think
Allie.
so.
Joan, it's not Joanna Jones, is it? That's-
Yeah, that's Allie.
Oh, it is Allie. Okay.
Okay, so we're back out on the wing now. Another attack coming out. There's an overlapping run there, wasn't seen. She stays on side. Yes, she does. First time cross, good idea. First receiver doesn't get it. Ooh, and this is going to drop for somebody. And there's a shot away, and the goalkeeper smothers it. Got down nice and sharply to the near post. Good work by the keeper.
And that shot was taken by
Ooh, a missed trap there. Could be costly. Oh, that's very strong. Pretty aggressive tackle there. I think there was a bit of a high foot. Could have gone either way, but it looks like it's going to be a Bismarck High direct free kick. Probably out of range for a shot on goal, so we should be looking at a service here, probably to the back post.
Is that Grace Persico is going to take that direct free kick?
She's what, number 13? Yes, it is.
She's shooting.
She is.
Yeah, that's
And it's
either
wide.
one thing or the other.
From that distance, under these conditions, I believe I would have been patient and worked it.
Should have been a service at least, yeah, I think you're right. So the substitutions come in now, and Persico goes out for Bismarck High. I didn't see who went out for Century. Number 4 goes out for Century, so that's Kylie Welsh out for Century. So, Century can build again. We've got just under 13 minutes to go in this first half. Still no goals, 0-0.
They're not exactly building, they're just kicking it.
Okay, let's see if we have a little control here
Yeah.
now.
I had a feeling there might be a little shoulder-to-shoulder contact there. Not sure who came off best. But it's going to be a Century throw.
It looked to
Taylor
me.
Weeks. Oh, it is a free kick. Okay, so Taylor Weeks places it down, and you're going to have Tiffany Olhauser taking this kick.
I was about to say, it looks to me as if that would have been a foul on Mackenzie Kiefer. In fact, that is what he called.
Touch out Bismarck High.
Kept in.
Looked like a handball
Nope,
there.
not quite. I think it was out of play before
Handball.
the handball.
So Rip, I'm watching this game here and I'm seeing 3 or 4 of these players with these luminous yellow boots. What do you think of these luminous yellow boots that they're wearing?
I'll be honest with you, Paul, it's not the sort of thing I notice.
Right.
I don't.
You know, in my day,
Yes, tell me what.
they
you
were
know.
boots. They had hard toes in them and big leather studs on the bottom. And every time it rained, they weighed about 20 pounds a piece. Now these days,
And-
they're like feathers that they wear these days. They're
And they were
spoiled.
all
I tell you,
of
spoiled.
one color, Paul. What was that color?
Brown. Just the same as miner's boots. But I suppose it's an improvement now.
Oh, there's a beautiful ball.
Oh, but it's
Offside.
cool.
Oh,
Offside.
I don't think about it. Yeah.
Replay that. We need
That was a
to.
close one.
Yeah.
It was close. Can you replay that or?
No.
Only in his
okay.
head, I think, Whip. And he
Yeah, my
might be
replay
able-
says it's on. She's fast.
Yeah. I must admit, my first impression was that she was a tad off when that ball came across. But I tell you what, it was a lovely idea.
It was. Had she been on, the keeper was almost helpless with
Yeah.
the way that was served in such a good manner.
Back to the shoes. I was told back in the day if you had anything but black shoes, you were getting a little bit of beaten up before you got off the
Absolutely.
field.
Yeah, if you wear coloured shoes, then you better be able to play up to the colour. That's what I always used to tell my players. And you get called offside more often because the linesmen are always looking at your coloured shoes.
I've had yellow, orange, green.
You just dropped a couple of points on my list there. You should have told me that while.
But that's okay. You were in a very high place to start with.
Yeah,
Wyatt.
he just dropped a couple of points. But
All right, so the back to our match. They were maintaining good control,
Oh,
but they
nice.
did get stripped, and
yeah.
they're still serving the ball too deep and centrally, and they're not getting many real opportunities.
And for me, it's the verticality of a lot of their attacks. You know, these high balls are fine if you've got somebody that can knock it down and get it under control, but if you're struggling to get the ball under control, you've lost your initial.
Lily takes the defender out again. She has got some great moves.
I think the Suns went down.
Yeah.
Oh yes, keepers has to be happy. Won't even be a factor in the second half.
So do the lights come on automatically here, Rip, or does Mel have to flip the switch?
I'm really not. I believe somebody has to flip the switch, and it probably is time.
There's possibilities here. If we can get somebody to get the ball under control, there's a little wink. Oh, no.
One of the things that's happening is BHS is functioning pretty much out of a 4-5-1, and Mackenzie is up top by herself. And when you operate that way,
Offside.
that was clearly
That was.
offside. There's no doubt about that one. When you operate that way, somebody has to work with Mackenzie. Somebody else has to go up top. And this last attack by BHS, it was a 1-on-4. And I don't think Mackenzie's going to be able to pull that off very often without some of those mids becoming more a part of the attack.
Right. Or a mistake from that back four, a bad ball handle or something like that that might just gift the ball to the striker. Meanwhile, we have a large amount of space in the midfield here. Again, Century's patient building, but gets a pocket picked again. And just too strong.
And you just relax.
Yes, I mean, our cameraman just said they need to relax. He's absolutely right. There was no patience in that. And again, trying to go to Mackenzie, she's double covered with the two central defenders. And the ball was put out a little bit wide, but there's nobody who can get there.
Nice length on the goal kick, controlled by the number 8 with the fluorescent yellow shoes.
Well, at midfield, Century started to get into a habit of trying to dribble out of trouble, and BHS has done a pretty good job of stuffing that. But once they get the ball, they're not able to produce a really effective attack.
So Hagness is getting a lot of throw-in opportunities here. And we've got numbers up here for Century. Ball just played a little behind. That big diagonal was on there for Century, didn't quite see it. Could be here
A
again.
couple of nice give and goes, but
Yeah.
the goes haven't been placed quite where they needed to be. Slowed it down.
Nice step up interception there from Lisa Newmiller. Couple of nice little short passes. Lead ball is going to be taken out by Newmiller again. Bit of arm wrestling going on there. Century comes away with it. She's going to take him on. She's got the speed. She's through. Patience. Good block by the keeper and a great follow-up. That second effort, very important. Nicely done by the keeper. Good run, a good shot.
Very much. Pretty good stop by Bismarck High keeper.
Back Meyer, yeah.
There was a lot of steam on that shot. Olhauser with a big clear. No patience.
Yeah, every BHS game is about like this.
Is it?
At least when we play, we don't have any patience either. It's because it's such a hyped game. You're like, we want to do score.
Yeah.
So 4.5 minutes left. Still no score. I guess that surprises me a little bit. But more of the kind of quality build play from Century. A lot of enthusiasm and energy from Bismarck High, but we'd like to see them a little bit more patient, build a little more. Maybe change their formation, Rip, you were kind of hinting at.
Or I think it's fine to run out of a 4-5-1 as long as your mids know to create some space so that your teammates can go to you. One or two of those mids have to team up with that central forward for the BHS, or I don't think they're going to be able to score without a mistake on the
Right.
part of the defense.
So really it's their positioning up and down the field to give a little bit more depth, build a few more opportunities to get those passes going, either across or up and down the field.
And one of the reasons that you would function with 5 midfielders is so that you can control the middle. And the way in which you would do that is with a bunch of quick passes into space. But when BHS gets the ball, they don't. They drive the ball forward to their lone striker, who's sitting there with 4 defenders around her. And I don't think there's going to be many opportunities that way.
And you only have to look back on our commentary, I guess, when we get really excited. For example, is when Century gets the ball, they get patient, they drop the ball back maybe a couple of times so they get their shape together, look for receivers. That's what you really like to see out of your team, that they're playing with control, controlling the game, controlling the pace, adds confidence to all the players, and you move on from there. Now, that
Lynn's
was
there.
interesting.
She's not coming?
Ball. Here's the keeper coming out.
The keeper was slow coming, but she finally figured out it was on her. But they wouldn't have even been close if she'd have gone out initially directly, quickly.
An onside pass there, Wyatt?
Oh,
Was she on?
Oh, she was definitely
That's
on.
good,
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, that looked like a dodgy throw to me.
Dodgy.
Yeah.
Explain to the fans what this term dodgy is.
Dodgy would basically be less than perfect, I would say, would be a
okay.
apt description there. I didn't think it was a smooth, continuous flowing of the arms to the point of release.
It's about time that was called. That young lady was getting beaten about the back and shoulders.
Last couple of minutes here, we just got left here. We
yeah. Send
have
everyone in. Send the keeper in. Go before
free
half.
kick. Wyatt suggesting that we put all or nothing on this move at the end of the half. Go in with a lead is always a good thing to do if you can, but I'm not sure I'd go to quite that extreme.
I put in 2 more. I put in like 2 defenders.
Ball popped up. Ooh, there's suspicion of a handball from the defender, but not given. Ball's going to go back in, but goalkeeper should have that easily.
Yeah, Rachel was looking for some place to go, Rachel Platt, and in the end, there really wasn't any place, so she just put it over the top, but there wasn't any Century player that swung out wide to receive that pass.
Into the last few seconds here, 50 seconds left.
Well, I've got Century as having 5 shots and 4 of them on frame, and BHS with just that one on frame. So Century has had more opportunities. One of them was a very good opportunity.
I'd have to say that I've been impressed with the Bismarck goalkeeper. I think she's done a very nice job. Nice safe hands, good anticipation.
Nice speed to get to that one.
Yeah.
Alexa Pagan, very, very good.
This would be
Good drop, but no one there. Cleared out by defender. Good pressure.
yeah, dangerous ball. When that's turned over with just a few seconds left here, I think it's going to end.
Still pressure on the part of Schumacher. Good pressure. That pressure by Schumacher almost created an opportunity,
Yeah.
but very definitely good pressure.